Hello and welcome back to Gamer Muscle Videos. We're here back in AeroFLY FS2, this time in the Pitts S2 stunt plane flying over Los Angeles, which you might recognise some of these buildings from Grand Theft Auto. We've base jumped and skydived off a couple of these. Seems to be a rather famous city centre. But I digress. The reason we're in AeroFLY FS2 yet again is because we're using the HTC VIVE this time instead of the Oculus Rift. And that's because literally 2 hours ago, AeroFly, or the team behind AeroFly rather, released a update patch to the beta version, which now fixes the issues it had with the field of view. That was a bit close. Field of view and the depth, the separation depth for the 3D. So basically, though it's still not perfect and it's still very much a beta and it's very much an early access game, reiterated that point, at this point in time you can load it up with the Vive and play with HTC VIVE and experience the joys of piloting a plane around the city centre like some kind of lunatic that doesn't really want to live anymore. Now, in terms of performance, the game does run quite well considering that it's a flight simulator and it really originally wasn't designed for VR. But having said that, you will need an absolute beast of a computer to get the most out of it and to play like a lunatic as we are here in the city centre with all the details on full, so you get all these buildings drawn in the game. If you're in the more sort of countryside and rural areas of the game and you turn the graphics down a bit, then I'm sure you could run it on a slower PC. For reference, we're running this on a GTX 970 with an i7-6700K, and as I say, we struggle to get the full 90 FPS in this city environment. It looks smooth in the video, but it's not quite smooth when actually playing. It's also worth noting that reprojection doesn't seem to be fully working, even if you enable always on reprojection, so you can't lean on that as much as you probably would with this type of game normally. But again, with it being in beta and early access, I'm sure these are things the developer will fix in due course. So as final thoughts as to where AeroFLY FS2 is, it has Vive support now, it works, it's playable, it's pretty bloody fantastic, especially given the details of the cockpits, the environments, and especially the details of the flight dynamics, which is really the USP of AeroFLY over the other simulators. That and sightseeing. We've been going around Switzerland and the different cities in America just looking at the views. We're going to be keeping on top of all the updates as they come out. In the last 3 days, they've been churning the updates out. I think there's been 5 updates. But as stuff happens that's significant, we'll put new videos out letting you know what's changed and what's going on for both the Oculus Rift and the HTC VIVE. Until then though, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and like it if you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Goodbye.